Hey, my name is David Jordan, and I am the founder and CEO of Thingamajiggz VR here in the Fox Valley Mall. You know, when people come here, the first thing is they're curious. They want to know, what is this place? Even for me, it was challenging to define this space because it meant so many different things to me. You know, in order for you to understand, I'm going to go back a little bit. So when I first got my VR headset, I actually got a VR headset because I was a little stressed at work. I needed something to do. I needed a hobby. So, you know, I was flying drones. That got very expensive because I kept crashing them. And, you know, after about the third one, I'm like, okay, need to find something else. And so I remember a manager of mine, Steve Pucci from United Airlines, he was talking to me about his VR setup in his house. And so just like randomly, I'm at work and I just randomly said, you know, I'm gonna find a VR headset. And I found one from a guy in Maryville, Indiana. And so I drove out there to go get it. And then, you know, I was anxious, but I had to get a computer. I had to get everything that was needed to run it. So finally I got everything. I went to my basement. It was almost like a kid on Christmas, right? I go to my basement and I put everything together. And I get in there and I'm like, oh my God, this is so crazy. Like, that moment was like, it was like a getaway without having to purchase a plane ticket, right? So I got in there and it just like, it was interesting to me how VR had this impact to where it would ease your mind in a way that I did not expect it, right? So then I called my cousin Cordell and I said, Cordell, you need to come over here and check this out. And he's like, you know, everybody's like, what is this David getting into right now? And so he came over and I think the first game he played was Half-Life Alyx. Man, you know, he got in there and I saw he had the same moment that I had, like, this is crazy, what's going on here? And you know, he wasn't a big gamer. He'll play games, right? He'll play his 2K tournaments and things like that, but never had he played it at this level. And, you know, he just lit up. So finally I brought my friend Chris and had him and his girlfriend come over, and I said, you gotta try this. Now Chris is totally not a gamer. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. Chris get in there, and it was funny because it was so realistic that he said he had to keep telling himself, like, okay, this is a game, and not to actually run away from the things he was seeing in the game. So, you know, for me, that was like the stamp that I needed. That stamp of approval. That was like God's way of telling me this is something that you have to do. Because VR has a good and a bad reputation. I guess it all depends on when you were introduced to it, right? Because if you were introduced to it in the earlier stages when, you know, you had to put your phone in a piece of something and just look around or ride a roller coaster or something, or even the earlier stages when there was controllers and things and more interaction, you know, it's kind of like, you know, getting that old first beat up car that was pre-owned. You know, it is like not working well. Everything's just glitchy, and so that was how VR was. So if you were introduced during that time, of course you have a bad impression on VR and you probably never want to do it again. But then, you know, today and in today's market, the VR has evolved to the point now where, you know, it's absolutely, you know, breathtaking. You know, I mean, every time we bring a customer here in our store, they have an experience that they did not think they were going to have today. They come in here and most of them like, I don't know, I don't want to do it, or I have a PlayStation VR, or I have an Oculus Quest 2, and that's cool. But I tell them, we tell them, come on, try it. You know, it's different, and you know, and when they get in there, it's just like, even the ones who have it already, they're like, whoa, this is different. This is VR at a level that's way beyond the experience I've had. And there's key factors when you're paying, you know, thousands of dollars for equipment versus, you know, like $300 or $400 for Oculus. You have to expect a difference. And see, that's why we chose to invest in the best here. But this place isn't just about VR, right? You know, I brought in through a friend of ours, Lefty, and my cousin Cordell. We brought in our amazing director of operations, Kareem. He came in, and you know, just so everybody know, you know, because a lot of times people get so caught up in titles and things like that. You know, Cordell, Chris, Kareem, Takuma, we're all owners, right? Because you can't let people just come in and just change your business and change everything that you're doing so drastically and not bring them in and give them an ownership stake in the company. I just don't believe in that. You know, I believe that if God blessed me with this, and if he's going to take care of me with what I need for me and my household. And so why not share the benefits with the people who are putting in effort alongside you? So we had Kareem come in, and of course we've had Takuma, and he was always there, but like today, like now, Takuma is just like everything we need him to be at any time. Like, you got to meet these people. Like, you got to come in here and truly meet these people, because they make us who we are, right? We had Craig, and you know, he had to step away for a while. You know, we're praying for him because he's been going through some challenging times. But you know, everybody that's a part of this, you know, Thingamajiggz, and this is what I mean. Thingamajiggz has evolved from just being a virtual reality arcade to being a virtual reality and arcade and event space, and it's just now, you know, I look at it like this now. Thingamajiggz is a virtual reality / gaming, because we have more than just VR. We have board games, we have chess, we have card games, we have Connect 4, which nobody can beat me in. You come and try if you want. You might, don't even try it. Just stay home. And if you're, because I don't want anyone getting upset with me and never coming back to the store because I whooped them in Connect 4. So, all that rhyme. For you, just stay home if you feel tempted to come and play Connect 4, because I don't want to do that to you. So what we are, I want to be like the extension of my home, right? You know, people will come to my house, and you know, when you have a lot of people coming to your house all the time, of course there's a mess to clean up every time. And so it was like, let's take this living room feel, let's take this family feel, and let's move it to the mall. And, you know, because you don't know what people are going through from day to day. We have people come in who have children with mental disabilities, and they're not treated well, or they don't get opportunities to have the great time that everybody else have. And we have kids with different forms of autism and Tourette's and all kinds of things that come in here. And it's funny because when they come in, it's even like, as the parents tell me, that it's like the disabilities in some ways just seem to be erased. And you know, I've had a mother come in, we've had a mother come in, and she literally cried, and we were wondering why she was crying. And it was because she was like, my son constantly ticks, and the whole time, the whole hour or whatever he was in this game, he had not ticked one time. And like, delivering those moments, that's what we live for. Having those moments where no matter how bad your day is, you come up in here, like when you come up in here, you're going to laugh. When you come up in here, you're going to forget about everything, right? Because you're putting these lenses on that's literally taking you to another place virtually. We had someone come in, you probably may have seen the video. We've had somebody come in, and when she put the headset on, she completely was over the top. She was over the top. And when she came out, she was so convinced that I literally physically transported her somewhere else. And there was nothing that I could say to convince her otherwise. Either she was playing with me or she truly, truly believed this. And but that's the thing. This is that opportunity to completely just let everything go for a moment. Go somewhere, literally go somewhere, be somewhere else. And let all of the issues of this world escape you for just a moment. Yes, you have to go back. Yes, you have to deal with those issues, right? You can't run from your problems. But guess what? In life, when we don't have things to feel good about, or we feel like we never have that moment of enjoyment, it's easier for depression to take its toll. It's easy to start having more suicidal thoughts, because if there's nothing good to feel about in life, then why be here? You have to have interactions, even if it's outside of VR. You have to feel okay to go get the help that's needed. And we feel that coming here, it may not be this end-all solution, but I guarantee you it helps. It helps, because I was there. I didn't realize that when I purchased these headsets, I was there. I felt like I had nothing to feel about. Yes, I had my wife and my kids, but it felt like I was in this hole and I would never get out of it. But look at me now. Here I am. I'm starting this business, and I have so many other businesses that are in queue, and I feel nothing like I felt a year from now because of what VR has done to transform my life, both as a user and as a business owner. And so this is the place to come to enjoy that moment that I enjoy, and the moment that so many other people, don't expect to leave this place having experienced. This is the place where you can come and you can have your banquets, you can have your youth nights, you can have your family reunion if you want to. We've actually had, a family come in, and they actually were going through a very, very tough time as a family. And it felt so good to see them laughing and smiling and dancing and doing all of this in the midst of this chaotic moment. To be able to deliver that is what this is about. We're developing our Lift It program to where we actually lift people's spirits, people who are going through things, and we're partnering with people. So yeah, if you know anybody who's going through really tough times, let us know, because man, we want to do something for them. That's our culture. That's who we are. Our business is great to be in the business to lift people's spirits and make sure people have a great time. As a pastor, that's already naturally a part of what I like to do. That's already instilled deeply inside of me. But just as a person, right? We need to do that more often. We need to be able to find ways to lift people's spirits and let them know that life has its great moments. It has its tough moments, but yes, it has its great moments too. And let us share with you the great moments here in life, right? So I know I've taken so much of your time, more than I've expected, but I felt like I needed to give the world a thorough introduction to Thingamajiggz, to me, there's so much more that we're going to do here. So, I'm in this for the long haul. All right. You might have to keep pushing it. This is used to work answer the phone.
Nope. I'm good. I'm not going. I ain't going out there. And the wind blowing? No. This is crazy.
You got it.
Who is good? No, I don't have it. I got stuff out.
Where's your husband help you out?
Nah, he good. He should come do it.
Oh.
That air feels so good though. I can't do that one. You good? Is it gonna drop me?
So tell us, what did you think about the experience at Thingamajiggz?
Everybody, let me tell you, this gym located in the mall is amazing. You have to check out Thingamajiggz.
Can't see your face. We can't see your face.
Why you can't see my face?
We can't see your face.
Like that? Like that? You have to come in the mall for Thingamajiggz. It is the best gym in the mall. It's amazing. They have all types of games, reality, virtual reality, TikTok rooms. You can even be a DJ if you want to, if that's been your passion forever and ever and ever like mine. You can come to Thingamajiggz and you can be your own DJ. We played What Do You Mean? Excellent family game. I think I'm gonna have to go and run to Walmart or somewhere bad, or maybe I just come on up in Thingamajiggz and play it every once in a while when I'm in the mall. But you cannot leave this place without doing the virtual reality.
Yes, ma'am.
OMG. Is that what y'all young kids say? OMG? I couldn't take it. I'm just gonna tell you that. I couldn't take it.
You made it all the way through though. You made it all the way through.
I made it all the way through, but please have a good health record. Because it really feels real.